I mean, was this really necessary? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 video game spin-offs that no one asked for. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at spin-off games that had most fans saying, what the hell were they thinking? We'll be looking at games that just felt out of place with previous titles, and continued to confuse fans to this day. Number 10, Link's Crossbow Training. The Legend of Zelda has provided great memories and fun adventures to gamers across the globe. So, it's only fitting to make a spin-off game all about target practice, right? Well, wrong. We'll give the game points for being somewhat enjoyable, but it doesn't even last very long. You can beat the entire game in about 1 hour, and possibly another hour if you want to go for the completionist rating. You may be asking yourself, why was the Zelda franchise chosen for a shooting gallery game? And since when does Link use a crossbow? Well, come on, Nintendo had to sell all of those Wii zappers somehow, right? Number 9, Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. Pac-Man is fun and all, but what's the world like outside the maze? Asked basically nobody ever. Giving Pac-Man a break from eating power pellets and running from ghosts, Pac-Man 2 has the player babysitting Pac-Man. You do nothing but follow him around, manipulating the environment, and watching Pac-Man do anything but what you would want him to do. Also, what's with the gibberish voice acting? If you're looking for a good Pac-Man game, and we're not quite sure why you would be in 2018, but just play the original. Number 8, Uncharted, Fight for Fortune. What's this, a new Uncharted game? Filled with daring adventures, smarmy banter, and a massacre of bandits? Nope, even better. It's a collectible card game, yay! And you can only get it on the PS Vita. Alright, no, this is anything but Uncharted actually. Naughty Dog created this franchise for cinematic narrative and thrilling adventures, not to see Nathan Drake's face in what is essentially Magic the Gathering. If you forgot that this was even a thing, then props to you because nobody really wanted it. Number 7, Mega Man Soccer. Hey kids, did you know that Mega Man is a huge soccer fan? Well, he calls it football, but whatever. Mega Man Soccer lets you manage your own team of robot masters, and well, that's pretty much it. Really, it's as if someone at Sega saw a Football Manager and said, hey, Mega Man needs a game like that. But did he though? Mega Man's been known for difficult platforming and run-and-gun gameplay. Why are we recruiting robot masters with terrible stats and AI for a few games of soccer? I guess this is meant to appeal to kids and encourage them to get outside more. Number 6, Resident Evil, Survivor. One of the best things about Resident Evil is how it can be scary, with the exceptions of Resident Evil 5 and 6, obviously. We've even had some interesting spin-offs, but one that was not so great was Resident Evil Survivor, a light gun shooter with terrible shooting mechanics and some of gaming's slowest combat. It starts off kinda scary because it's Resident Evil, but with enemies that take an eternity to turn around and attack you, all of the sense of danger is lost, despite the infuriating controls. Number 5, Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Round 1, fight!
Yeah, it's a game that's based on a movie that's based on a game, and just like the movie, it sucks. Just looking at the footage, you can get a sense of how dull this atmosphere is compared to a regular game of Street Fighter. The animation's all choppy, the visuals are bland, and the gameplay is seriously lacking. We understand that this game was made at a time when movie tie-ins were still a thing, but did nobody stop and think that this might be a little ridiculous? I mean, if we wanted a Street Fighter game, we'd buy a Street Fighter game. Well, this looks more like an unholy marriage between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
You win!
Number 4, Hotel Mario.
We gotta find the princess. And you gotta help us.
Mario, carpenter, plumber, racer, partier, doctor, baker, and now professional door shutter. Hotel Mario doesn't task you with managing a hotel or traveling the world. No. Hotel Mario tasks you with closing doors. Not only is this an incredibly tedious game, but this just isn't Mario, like at all. He may talk the talk, but it certainly does not walk the walk. Of course, Mario wasn't the only one who had a rough go on the CDI.
Oh boy, I'm so hungry I could eat an Octorok.
Number 3, Metroid Prime, Federation Force. Name us one person who said they wanted a Metroid game without Samus. Well, I guess that person's wish was granted when Federation Force launched in 2015. Hardcore Metroid fans, on the other hand, did not give this game a warm welcome. The game was lauded for its chibi-like visuals, reliance on multiplayer gameplay, which ruined the experience for solo players, and how small of a role our favorite bounty hunter had this time around. Although we did happily accept Samus Returns as an apology for this. Number 2, Bridge Constructor Portal.
Hello, and welcome back to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center.
You know, Valve, you could have come out with news on Portal 3 or a new Team Fortress or even a small hint about Half-Life 3. Maybe even an Orange Box remaster. Just, something. And then we get Bridge Constructor Portal.
Serious injuries may still occur.
Okay, we'll admit that this game is somewhat mildly entertaining and the concept is kind of interesting, but this didn't need to be a Portal game. What's particularly irritating about this is that it's a case of shoulda, coulda, woulda. Valve should have and could have done something more ambitious with any of their franchises, but they didn't. Instead, we get a brand new game with the Portal name just kind of tacked on.
We are going to have a lot of fun together.
Number 1, Pokémon Channel.
Pikachu? Mudkip.
Like, what even is this? Can you take a guess? Well, it's practically a television simulator, for lack of a better term. Instead of filling out a Pokédex, Professor Oak asks you to sit through a marathon of Pokémon anime, news reports, and a couple of gags. So, the million-dollar question really is this even a game? I mean, there's already DVDs of the Pokémon anime. Why charge us $50? Yes, $50 for what is a glorified TV anthology. You know what? We're just gonna stick to the main games. Thanks.
Squirtle, Squirtle.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.